But it's going to get out of the way and our president, my friend, my mentor, my sister, my business partner, our phenomenal uh, founder, yes, co-founder, and also the pillar of wealth. Uh, Dr. Pat, are you out there this morning?
Of course I am. I am right here with you, Phyllis.
Yes, always. I appreciate you for that. So you can take it away.
All right. Well, we thank God so much for our phenomenal Phyllis Nash, Chief Sales Officer of Wakana and a founder, co-founder of the company as well, just as I am. Just excited about being here today and sharing. Now, today we talk about waking up wealthy, right? What does it mean to wake up wealthy? So often we find people are trying to wake up wealthy, but instead of waking up wealthy, they wake up frustrated. Right? They wake up frustrated, wake up unhappy about their performance, wake up unhappy about the weather, and unhappy about everything around them. Well, not everything, many things around them, right? But if we're going to wake up wealthy, the first thing we have to do is um, we really have to, the first thing we have to do is accept the truth that in order to get anywhere significant, it's likely going to take far more time and far more skills than we think we need. Whenever you see a vision and you're on your way to go somewhere, I've done this over and over again. I can see the end, I can see how I'm gonna be at the mountaintop and everything. But once I start going in that direction to do it, all of a sudden, all of the things that are found in the messy middle show up. And I have to be prepared for that. And that's what I want to talk to you all about today. The Wakanda Nation is being prepared for the inevitable. Be prepared for the inevitable. Yes, people are going to tell you they're going to do something, they're going to show up and then not show up. People are going to tell you that they're going to buy products from you and they're not buy them. You're going to have all kinds of situations where you can see that this would be a great opportunity if I could just share my product here, but they won't let me, right? So it's going to be different challenges as you go toward that goal, that dream. And the thing that most people do not realize is that they see themselves running to their dream and they see achieving their dream, but they don't see the part where you crawl first. Any athlete who is a super athlete right now had to crawl, then walk, then run. He didn't wake up or she didn't wake up that morning and all of a sudden had all those skills and that ability and that mindset capacity to do the things that they do, what appears to be easily to us because they've built their skills. So they didn't wake up like that. They went through a process of falling down, getting kicked out. I know Michael Jordan got kicked off the basketball team in high school. They went through the challenges of like when the Detroit team was beating up Michael Jordan's team, the Bulls. They beat him up, I think, 2 different times, 2 years in a row. And then finally, they said, look, we got to do something. We can't let these people just keep beating us up like this. So what did they do? When they got out of the season, when the season was over, they started working out and building muscle and trying to gain weight so they could be stronger, so they could deal with the guys from Detroit. So what were they doing? They were building the skills. They were looking and learning and watching tapes so they can see what tools they need to use or what tools they need to use to build the skill that they need. They changed their mindset and they said, you know what, we can win, but we got to pivot. And that's what a lot of us have to do. We have to pivot. We have to pivot because even the athletes learn that and know that the first step is crawl, then walk, then run. Even though you see yourself in your vision running toward it, and then when you look at your own life, you wake up and you're not satisfied, dissatisfied with where you are. You say, I should be further than this. I should be doing more than this. But I want you to celebrate what you're doing right now and look at what you're doing right now. Celebrate what you're doing and be grateful. Just express gratitude to yourself and to God and to your team members for you being where you are. Now, from that point on, if what you're doing is keeping you where you are, you need to reach up for some help. You need to call somebody and let them help you understand why you are where you are. Because sometimes people can clearly see it, but they won't tell you. They won't tell you because you're successful in other things and you're a professional person and they just don't feel, they don't feel welcomed in to tell you the truth about why you are where you are. So once you know where you want to go, that's the biggest thing. I mean, that is the biggest uh, hurdle to overcome, and that is getting to a point where you can see where you're trying to go. I know where I'm trying to go. I know what I need to happen with this business. I know I need this business to pay me 5,000 a month. I know I need to have it at 10,000 a month. What do I need to do to get to 5,000 a month? What do I need to do to get to 10,000 a month? I know what I need, how much money I need. I know where I need to go. Okay, what do I need to get there? Then you go to do it because they tell you what to do, and you see and you learn. You're like, I'm smart, I can do this, but it doesn't work, and you don't know why. And you're saying, why am I working so hard, so long, and not getting to the place I'm trying to get to? Why is this happening to me? Hold on for 1 second. I had to sneeze, but it didn't come out. So anyway, why is this happening to me? Why am I still in the place that it seems like I started? Well, first of all, you're not in the place you started because you know far more than you did before. And you use your products and you know they work. So you're not where you started at, right? But you do want to build the skill, the mindset, get the tools you need to be able to go to the high heights. This is what when a new CEO comes into any company, he looks at what's working well, what's not working well, and what's the goal. What is the goal? What's working well, what's not working well. That's what he looks at. Okay. And then he makes a decision about what's not working well. He doesn't jump in there and say, well, we're going to take the goal to, instead of $10 million, I'm going to take it to $100 million. Let's go. He doesn't do that. He comes and he assesses, or she assesses what's going on. And that's what we have to do in our own lives. Because if we're trying to get somewhere, like I said, the biggest hurdle to overcome is getting that vision of where you want to go and the amount of money you want to make. Because a lot of times we're not ready to focus in on it like that. We just want to stumble up on that amount of money. But I'm telling you, if you really want to put some jet fuel in your engine, then you need to set a goal that you know how much it is, how much you need to make. Then go about figuring out, okay, what do I need to do to make that happen, make that much money? And then get some help, because all the stuff that you've known in the past has got you to where you are, and that's not far enough, right? It's not far enough for where you're trying to go. So the key to the next level growth is acceptance of the truth that yes, I must crawl, I must walk, I must run. I must crawl and try to get all I can get. I need to walk with people who are already getting what I'm trying to get to that level, and I need to run toward what works with all my might. That's what I need to do. Crawl, walk, run. And then knowing that over the process of crawling, walking, and running, I'm going to build a skill, and I'm going to get tools. I'm going to find the right tools. I'm going to get the mindset right. I'm going to approach this thing right. And you know what? I'm going to be way above the average person that's working this kind of business. I'm going to be way above them because I know the road that I need to take, and I understand what I need to get there. Now, one last thing I want to leave with you, and that's this. We can have what we think we can have. Now, I know you've heard that 1,000 times, but I'm going to tell you a story about these three ladies, and this is a true story about these three marketing directors who all went through the same program. They all went through the same program, and their desire was to 100x their business. That's why they got in that program. They said, we're marketing directors, and we want to 100x our business. They didn't know each other. It was three of them, but they were all in the same class, same program. What the number one, I'm gonna call her Miss 2X. She started thinking about service. Okay, how can I serve more people? That's what she started thinking about. So then she wanted to 100x her business, but she started off by thinking about how can she serve more people, right? So then she figured out, you know what? I can just bring on more clients, bring on an assistant to help me, and I can 2x my income. So she doubled her income, and she was excited. And she told the group about it. I doubled my income from coming through this course. Another lady was in the same class said, you know what? She started thinking about who knew more than she did. Who knows how to get where I need to go? She didn't think about service. She thought about who knows what I need, where I need to go. That's who I need to connect with. So I'm gonna call her Miss 10X, okay? Because what she did, she said, if I can do what I think I can do, I can 10x my income. So what did she do? She started reading books on growing her business. she started exploring different strategies and figuring out how to productize her business, her services, so that she wasn't just, out here just doing these services manually herself, presenting herself, but she could somehow put them in the form of a product where she might be able to maybe even use different programs to scale her business and charge more for it. So that's what she did. She said, "Look, you know what? I talked to mentors. I read all these books. Now I figured out how to productize my business, and then I'm gonna raise my prices. I'm gonna scale my business. I'm gonna use technology to scale my business, and I'm gonna charge more." And you know what? And with her new business plan, she 10x'd her income, and she came back celebrating because she 10x'd her income. Both of these ladies did what they went after something, and they achieved it. They achieved what they went after. But the third lady, Miss, I'm gonna call her Miss 100x because she never left that dream. She said, "You know what? I want to 100x my income. That's why I came here. I want to 100x my income." These ladies all had goals, and every one of them set goals and a future, the vision to what they could see. Yeah, they all came in saying 100x, but when they sat down and started thinking about it, one of them started thinking about service. How can I serve more people? One of them started thinking about who knows more than me. This third one said, because of the magnitude of her goal, she had to think about this for a minute and start connecting and speaking with other top performers. She didn't just want to talk to other people in her field. She wanted to connect with the top performers, and she paid the price to talk to them. It cost something. It wasn't free, right? And she started looking at marketing her product as a tech solution to a common problem, a tech solution to a common problem. Nobody else had done that, right? To make 100x. So she knew she had to go after, to make 100x, she had to go after a bigger market with a different offer. She was not going to be continuing to have that same offer that she had before. She's going to need a bigger offer, and she's going to have to go after a bigger audience, a different audience, not the one she had been going after before. And based on that, she said, her offer became far more scalable. And she had to raise money too. She wasn't able to just go out there and build this idea, and then go do it, but she needed money. So she had to raise money. And what she ended up doing was finding a co-founder, someone to co-found with her, and then somebody else that invested in her. And then they went out and they recruited a world-class team because she wasn't trying to 2x her money. She wasn't trying to 10x her money. She's trying to 100x it. She said, "How do I do that?" She needed a world-class team. She needed money. She needed the mentorship of top performers, and she had to pay for it, and she did. She needed to learn about different ways to deliver her product in a larger way, and think about a bigger audience. She had to change her whole mindset about what kind of audience she needed. So what I'm saying is that when you set your goal, and then you start figuring out, okay, what is it going to take for me to meet that goal? To see myself, I see myself on the other side. I see myself on the mountaintop. But what is it going to take for me to get there? Sometimes when we're on our way, we end up talking to people who have a smaller mindset, and it makes us shrink our goals. I want to encourage you to keep your goals big. If you said 10,000 a month, yeah, it's 10,000. It's not, oh, we know it's going to be 2. No, it's 10. And it's just that you got to crawl, walk, and run. That it doesn't just happen. Nobody just gets it. And sometimes you can look at people that are high performers, and you look at them and be like, wow, how did they do? They did this in one day, or they did this in 5 weeks. And I've been at this thing for 5 years. Well, you have to realize that person that did it in 5 weeks already had built a lot of skill and capacity and relationships that you haven't built yet. Right. So you got to understand that that's the reason why they can do what they can do. I mean, I can practice for every day. I would even say me. I'm gonna use another a student. Okay, Michael Jordan made it to the NBA. He was playing, and this student in high school wanted to be like him. So he started practicing every day in 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. And he just, he was the best in his area, best in his class. But when it came for the NBA, he didn't make the cut. The reason why, because even though he was the best in his class, he wasn't the best in the world, which is the members of the NBA. They look for the best in the world to fill these positions in these spots. So he still could become the best in the world, but he had some more work to do, right? And so that's what I want to say to everyone here, that yes, we have some work to do. And it's okay, because we're still alive. We got blood pumping through our veins and oxygen in our lungs. We are still alive. So yes, we still can win. So I want to inspire you to hold on to your goal. Hold on to your goal, but understand the process of crawl, walk, run. And also understand that if you keep doing the same thing and you're not getting the result, you need to ask somebody and then be ready for them to tell you the truth. Because the truth sometimes don't is uncomfortable. But you know, the truth, according to the scripture, which is true in my mind, the truth shall make you free. So, all right, I am Dr. Pat Van Pelt Scott, and I'm the president of Wakana and one of the co-founders. And I'm always going to be here inspiring you to rise to your purpose because you got purpose. All right, have a Wakana kind of day. Bye.